What if, all right, what if I join the merger, but if we're dog shit, you scrap it and we just join whoever we think is the best team?
But if it ain't
That,
dog shit,
that's the
but if it ain't
intro.
dog shit,
That's
okay.
the intro.
So,
That's the
so,
intro right there.
all
What do you think
right,
about that? What do you think
Hear
about
me,
that?
hear me out. Hear me out. Hear me out. Ready?
What is going on, guys? Your boy Guns here, and we're back in episode 3 of the Gun Show podcast. And our guest is the one and only Mr. Jason Jeezy. Jason, welcome to the podcast, bro. How you doing?
Thank you, thank you. It only took you 3 episodes to get me here, my boy. You're on R5.
Listen,
Didn't even know you had a podcast until episode 3, but all good. Whatever.
listen, there's a lot of moving parts going on. I wanted to wait for just the right time, and I feel like that time is now. Because, I mean, as you know, anything posted in the TFS Discord is public knowledge, apparently. So, TFS recently announced that we will be merging with 25IL. Okay, and we'll get to that part and how everything kind of led up to it. But, I mean, dang, the last time I had you on the channel was when I joined TFS with my little baby Archer account back in the day. You remember that video or no?
Yeah, like a fucking year and a half ago, something like that.
Year and a half ago, bro. I mean, dude, it's been a hell of a freaking roller coaster, Jay. A
It,
hell of a roller
it,
coaster.
and I feel like we got the shit end of the stick for the last year and a half, but it's had its
Oh
ups
my
and downs.
god, bro. And I was just telling my stream earlier, I'm like, bro, being a streamer for TFS has been a blessing and a curse, right? Because when I'm streaming, like, we get a lot of support from the community, usually always 200 plus during pass openings, and it's like people see when we're good and people see when we're bad, and when everyone else is doing bad, no one sees it because they don't have content creators. But if TFS is doing bad, everyone in the damn community sees it, and it just like scales everything like crazy. All right, now let me ask you my first question here, bro, and we'll just go
So,
straight into it. We'll go straight into it. Like, what was the final cherry on top that you're like, oh, I gotta merge. We gotta merge.
so
Do you remember it like it was yesterday or no?
bro, I do remember like it was yesterday. Fairly recent. All right. So after the season where we put the nail in Echo's coffin and Echo disbanded, EIS disbanded, and there was a lot of players, a lot of moving parts, a lot of like, good cherry picking from, recruitment standpoint. There was like top tier players who were in top tier KVKs who knew the, understanding of what was demanded from a top tier KVK. So what did we do? We did what every other alliance at that time did, and we recruited. At the time, you know, and you should remember this. You were in leadership at the time. You were part of the recruitment team. Me and you had the conversation. We, set strict boundaries of who we're bringing. We turned down a good amount of players. We accepted a good amount of players. We hit the cap of the players, and then we said, "Hey, bro, now EIS is disbanding. We need to make a few exceptions because these players are just cracked." Right? You remember these conversations, Guns,
Yep.
right? You remember that? So we had these talks. Me and you agreed, no doubt. We brought them in. So we're bringing all these top tier players who, on paper, look like we're about to kick ass, bro. We're about to like have the greatest TFS that we have seen in a while, right? Comes last season, and what the fuck happened, Guns? Uh,
Oh
but
my
what the fuck
god,
happened,
bro.
bro? Every
I
player that we recruited, not I'm not gonna say every single one, but a majority of them just fucking vanished. They're in hibernation now. They joined TFS and they're like, yo, I'm gonna go retire without saying shit and basically just like quiet quit the game or like fucking silently retire and not do anything. Like they didn't show up to fights. They overinflated our matchmaking, so we went to fucking KVK1. We went into KVK1 with good hopes, and our activity, once again, for that kind of KVK caliber, was dog shit. At that point, that's when I realized, like, yo, the game is at this point in time where they're not having that many new players come in. and all the old players who are still active on their own accounts, not gifted accounts, still spending and all that, are already content in their homes, right? So the only times we really quote unquote recruit really good players, or what we think are really good players, is if shit goes down, like a disbanding happening, or if a player gets kicked from an alliance, or if they get disgruntled and leave an alliance, and that's not a proper way to recruit or maintain a level in this game. So due to that and not being able to like move forward, and we're kind of stuck in this weird middle point where our core group is too strong for BKVKs because we're just going to Goomba stomp them, and too weak to go to KVK ones because we're going to get Goomba stomped. I'm at the point where like, yo, what do we do? So we sat in leadership, and the big three decided the best course of action, because we all like the action filled part of the game, and enjoying those KVK ones, those high intense energy moments. The best course of action is to take our core group, take another core group that we've worked with and we have good relations with, slap them together, and become this power alliance that has good activity, that is going to move forward and compete in those high levels.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, bro, you being the R5, okay. I mean, and the community has seen it season in, season out, which I'm gonna build up a little bit more after I ask you this question. What is it about TFS that no matter like what our how good our recruitment is, we always seem to have like just dead weight? I mean, sure, we've talked about this before the podcast. Like, yeah, could leadership in the back, in the previous seasons did better cleaning up some dead weight, sure. But even within amongst the new recruits with solid numbers, just like coincidence? I don't think so, right? I mean, that many times in a row.
I don't know, bro. I don't know. Either I'm doing something wrong, which I don't understand what we could be doing, or what I could be doing wrong within recruitment, or the standards we have for recruitment, or what we look for. I'm not sure what it is that keeps getting fucked up on. I honestly think we're getting a shit ton of bad luck, and it's not something that we're controlling, because you've been part of recruitment for a very long time in TFS, right? This is your first season where you step down to chill, to focus on your streams and be a player, right? But you've been part of it. You've seen the recruitment firsthand. We go through their accounts very in depth, right? We look at their heroes, we look at their pets, we look at their fucking artifacts and exemplars, bro. Like, we look at their troop counts. We make sure they're prioritizing what they need to be for whatever kind of main account that they're trying to aim for. We're making sure they have a minimum number of infantry. We look through all their stats, including their achievements, to make sure they're getting infantry merits, their main troop merits. We look at their prior season behemoth attendance based on the charts on their accounts. We look at their prior season merits, their dead ratios. Like, we look at everything before we accept someone into TFS, right? You've been through this process.
Yeah.
You know firsthand. Like, you've seen us do this firsthand. So I don't think it's any of that. I honestly think we just have shit luck, to be honest with you, bro.
Yeah, and I was actually talking to Fluffy about this the other day. I was telling him, I'm like, look, has TFS had some rough seasons where we lost or we had like dead weight? Sure, but you got to look at who we were playing as well. You know what I'm saying? Like, what that first, I mean, since we started up again, we had that season where we went up against WB. If you remember, that was our big season where we bumped up to like 28 billion power. We were hype. We looked good, but WB was just better. And their and if I remember correctly, their Bs were them and their Bs had their times were synced. So when they were on, they were hitting really hard. Where us and our B seed were offset time zones, so we were never like really strong. So it's like everyone was saying that we were trash and da 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 da, but realistically, looking at the overall like game, we were really damn good. They were just a little better than us, right? Fast forward over to NXW. Obviously they were very underestimated because when we previously played them, they're a whole nother team now. Same thing there, bro. We had a good team. We recruited good, but they were just more active. They were just better. Had that team, Jay, stood together and be like, okay, just kick out all the dead weights and let's continue moving forward, it would be a lot different, I feel like. Another thing too. Go ahead.
my main thing is I agree with you on shit like that. I'm on the same page as you. My problem is all the people that we get for some reason they're like, "Oh, we didn't win this season. I'm out. I'm gonna head out. I'm gonna pack my bags. I'm checking out." Or if we, let's say, lose one big fight, a lot of those players don't log on anymore. And that's not how you build a team or the community that I'm trying to build. And you see the vision that I'm trying to go for, and I can't get there because people just don't stick out long enough. Like if you join one season and the next season we don't automatically win, cool. We keep doing what we're doing. We cut the dead weight and we grow and we recruit more, but we can't keep recruiting more if instead of cutting the dead weight of the 20 to 30 players that we want to cut, fucking 50 to 60 decide to dip out. It always puts us back, you know what I'm saying? And it looks worse to the community than it actually is, but that's not something we can control.
Do you think I was just thinking too? Do you think some players just can't handle you when we're losing? Because when we're losing, you crash the fuck out. Like it ain't
No,
nice,
I do.
calm, Jay. You crash out, and I feel like some people just can't handle that, bro. I'll be honest with you. I
You
feel
know, I
like a
do
lot of
crash
players
out.
can handle that.
I do crash out, but I think I've got better over the year and a half. You know, I've definitely got a little better, at least a little bit, not a lot, but a little bit. And on top of that, like people, like my reputation or how I crash out or my VCs, especially with you being here and streaming, a lot of them, it's not like a hidden fact. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're applying to join TFS or something, it's not like this is hidden
Right.
and like behind the curtains type shit, and then you join it and it's all oh my god like a whoop surprise motherfucker here I am. Like no, like this is up front from day one, and if you're signing up, like if you can't handle it, why are you signing up for it? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the other thing too with that, it's like some people like come to TFS. They're like, all right, I'm ready for for Jason's crash outs or da da da. And then it happens, and I think a mixture of losing and that mentally they like check out, bro. They're like, well, I thought I would be able to, because it's very different when you do a crash out and we're winning, right? It's all fun and games, ha ha ha. But if we're losing and you crash out, a lot of people feelings get hurt, like bad. Uh, and there has been a few times where like even in leadership we had to like talk to you and be like, I'll be like, yo, Jay, you realize you're yelling at the 12 people that are in the Discord.
I
What?
know, bro. I know it. Hey, look, I've even started saying to the people in the Discord that I'm not crashing out on them. You know what I mean? It's not like
Yeah.
I'm. My anger is to them. My anger is to the people who aren't showing up in the VC and who aren't showing up in the field. But I can't fucking yell at them or do anything about them because they're just not fucking showing up.
Yeah, I mean, I do think that there's a lot of things that like kind of come to that. So, kind of reeling it back to the whole like merger, kind of focus here for the podcast. We'll touch in on a few other things, but why 25IL? Did TFS have other options? Did you guys speak to any other R5s, or how much are you willing to share with that?
So, full transparency, I had two top choices.
Uh-huh.
One of my top choices was WoW, only because I do like Captain and the team over there, and I feel like we were kind of in the same mindset. But I approached Captain, he wasn't or him or his team weren't for it, so we deaded that topic. My other option was 25, and why 25? Because we've worked with them 4 times as allies, 2 times as enemies. All those times we've had fun. Me and Ghost have worked pretty well together. We're always on the same page, whether it's war leading and or kind of like the build, kind of like how we want to build within the season. Very easy to work with, very solid team. We've seen their activity, so they kind of match our drive of what we want to be. Uh, Also, Y25 is a big reason is that they fill the downtime that I couldn't fill for the last fucking 3 years of playing this game, right? So we're bringing a heavy NAEU presence. They're bringing a heavy EU slash APAC presence, right? So theoretically, on paper, it's like we should have all time zones covered with leadership and war leads. amongst all time zones.
Yeah, I mean, I could definitely say I believe that we had, was it 25 that we talked about that you mentioned in the past, like a season and a half ago, of it potentially happening? Was it them as well?
It was 25 IL as well. Yep. We were trying to bring them over to 40. At the time, it didn't work out. They had too much of a group. They were too big of a group. They were too active at that time to, kind of split their core up, kind of.
Hmm.
And now we're at this point where they're starting to experience the drop off in the game, where players start like retiring and falling off a little bit. Like obviously, they're still a crazy cracked alliance, crazy active, have a crazy big core group, and but a lot of what they considered whales in the past and spenders are leaving. And because of this, now they're thinking and we're thinking, and it just so happens to sync up with this. And me and Ghost Cav sat down before the season started. We talked about it, and we decided that this would be the season. If it ever happened, it would be now. And we decided to start doing this early, so that way we have all season to set the foundation and like really tighten everything down, from leadership to who does what, which roles everyone is, what each department is responsible for, what kind of fucking requirements we're going to be bringing to and expecting our members to have, what requirements they have for A, staying in 25, or B, coming with TFS to 25. So we're really like getting every single detail as much as possible down, so that way this could be as successful as possible.
And where do you stand right now with the game? Like, and compare, I mean, obviously no one's passion is going to compare to when the game first came out. You know what I mean? There's always that, nothing's ever going to match that high of being a T5 player, slamming an entire alliances by yourself. You know what I mean? We all, those days are long gone, right? But for you right now, in a scale, let's for simple terms, in a scale from 0 to 10, 10 being like the peak of the game, where are you sitting at right now mentally with the game?
I think I'm at like a 6.5 to 7.
That's fair. I would have guessed that.
I'm definitely not as I was in season one.
Mhm.
It's not as fun. There's not as many players anymore. Uh, we kind of fight the same people over and over again. The community is small enough that we kind of know everybody at this point, or at least everyone that's in this same tier of KVK as we
Yeah.
are. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
So it kind of got a little repetitive. But am I still having fun? Yes. Would I have more fun if things were going more smoothly? Also, yes.
Because I remember like early on, like your ass wasn't even going to work, if I remember right.
Yeah, that you 100% right.
You were
I moved
on
everything to
all
work from
the damn time.
at that point. It was way more fun, bro. It was way more fun from a
Right.
social aspect, because there was just a way larger player base, way more interaction, just more chill, right? And it was way more fun because not even the T5 to T3, but like the scale of wars that we had then compared to the scale of wars we have now is just like not comparable, bro. Like now we're walking in with hypothetically like 120 players, where only 80 are really online. To back then, we were walking into wars with like 700 bodies, bro.
I remember that because the Kingdoms had like like what, like 300 something players.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, then again, the game kind of like spread loading out. Like, you might not have like as crazy as like single KVKs, but I've been doing a lot of spectating even while we were fighting, while I was refreshing or whatever. And like, dude, a lot of kingdoms are looking pretty solid out there. Now, which leads me to my other part with you right now. And I can tell you, bro, even for me, I get it, bro. Before I say what I'm going to say, you're a businessman and you got your side business now, as you are known, starting to be known in the
I
community
know where you're
now as
going,
a
bro. I know where
Pokemon
you're going.
master. You got to make your bread, and I don't hate you for it, but goddamn, bro, when you're missing, it's heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking. Is
So,
makes you
to
like makes
that,
me like fucking reminisce, bro. I'm sitting there getting my ass kicked, and my man's out there flipping cards for 30K.
so So to that, I'm gonna tell you what I tell literally everyone in TFS, and you've heard me say this.
Yeah,
Multiple
yeah,
people have heard me say this. IRL will always come first, right? Everybody got their own IRL situation, your families to support, whatever you gotta do, but you gotta make sure your IRL is good to be able to have fun and chill on an online game,
yeah,
right? Work is work, play is play at the end of the day. Yes, I have my side business. My leadership is fully aware. The merge that we're going into, fully aware. All right, I have a schedule of shows that I'm well aware of, like ahead of time. Like even now, I have my shows for the next 6 months already planned, right? This schedule, just like I did last season when you were in leadership and the season before, I posted up in the beginning of the season. I let everybody know, like, hey guys, these dates, I'm not here. Most of my shows land on a weekend. 95% of them. I haven't had a weekday show yet, right? If it's a local show, it's only one day where I'm gone. If it's an away show, it's 3 days that I'm gone. I can't control that. Business is business, end of the day. Like, yes, it's a side business, but it is generating a lot of revenue, and that's not something I could just pass up,
yeah.
right?
Definitely, definitely. Uh,
So during those days, unfortunately, I'm not available. That's when the leadership needs to step up. The war leads need to step up. They got to do what they got to do, right? I'm not TFS nor any alliance isn't a one man show. Obviously, people look to their R5, but they got to understand that if I'm there 5 days a week, if I got to work 2, even 3 days occasionally a week, like it is what it is. I got to do what I got to do to be able to afford my funny money and be able to like fucking play how I want to play and to have the leisure that I want to have.
Definitely. Do you feel like if you would have continued the habits that you had from the early seasons where you were on, we're talking like old Jay, where you were on all the time, you were literally missing work. I remember you saying like, "Oh, all right, guys, I actually have to go to work today." Do you think you would have quit the game by now if you would have continued doing that?
100%. 100%. Would have burnt myself out, created habits that I don't need to create. You know what I'm saying? Like the level I want to play the game at and the level of spending requires a certain amount of at least some time in IRL to focus up, right? If I don't have that, then this game just isn't going to be fun to me, and I just would have burnt out like stupid long ago. So while yes, me stepping back and doing the job, whether it's my 9 to 5 Monday through Friday or whether it's my Pokemon shows, yes, it's time away from the game, but it's time that's needed away from the game, so that way my mental could like take a chill, like take a break and like not get overloaded and burnt out from the game, which is why I'm thankful I have the leadership I do, or at least most of them who are doing stuff. And I'm also thankful that, you know, we're merging with 25
Right.
because they also have a good leadership who's also active, who also understands this, right? So the leadership that we're placing, that we're setting up to build is so everyone can enjoy the game, everyone can play when needed, but everyone can also take a step back if needed.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we're coming up on our 3-year anniversary since global launch here for Call of Dragons. And, we had Echo fall, we had EIS fall, which Dark came back. That's a whole nother podcast conversation. But, like, I mean, who else, bro? I mean, I'm sure there is. We're talking at least, like, within the top kingdom. I mean, WB's been around for a long time as
Nor
well.
fell a while ago. Nor Echo, EIS. Those are just the three biggest that we know of. But how many alliances have disbanded and quit along the way from there? Like smaller tier ones that we just, either glaze over or don't know the names of. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like there's a lot.
Yeah, and listen, guys, I'm sure that there's other alliances. I'm honestly not giving it the brain power to think about that right now. But like, for you, Jason, what do you feel like? What do you feel like if this happens tomorrow in the game? I'm done. I'm just straight. I'm done. I'm out of here. Bye. Do you have anything that, like, in the back of your mind that maybe is already itching at that a little bit, or or
Crystal Tech.
oh, he said it. He said it. Oh, he said it.
Crystal Tech. I've never played ROK, but from what
No.
everyone's told me about, if that happens in this game, I'm out. Fuck y'all. Swear to God.
I mean, I'll be honest. Like, it's been a while since I played Rise of Kingdoms, but the way I kind of compare Crystal Tech to Call of Dragons is the amount of money spent on mana, because. And to a certain extent, obviously, I'm sure some rock players have some words to say
Yeah, but
about that one.
isn't in ROK, isn't there like a form of mana you could buy also there? Isn't it like gold or some shit?
Well, kind of. Gold I think is a little bit more expensive, but I believe that all resources could be attained.
Well, so I wouldn't compare Crystal Tech to mana at that point right now. Crystal Tech, from what I understand, is if you don't pay X amount per season, then you're just not playing because then you're just not viable.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I can see what you mean. So essentially, if there's another pay to win thing that gets added, that's like season based, not even a long term investment. If it's a
Yeah,
season based pay to win kind of mechanic, yeah, I can see that.
yeah.
Because I mean,
If
let's
there's a
be real, something's gonna come down the road. I hopefully not anytime soon.
look, I mean, I understand we're playing a pay to win game because the company needs to make money. It's not the same as every other big game like Arc Raiders or some shit where they have billions of people playing.
Goop goop goop.
Get out, you fucking scrub. Uh, but if there's a mechanic that comes into the game that says, "Hey, you gotta pay X amount every season for you to be viable out in the field," that would be my last straw. That's when I would like throw the towel in the bucket and just be like, "All right, I'm out."
Yeah. I can feel that. I can feel that. All right. Bringing it back to that question I asked you about, like, who TFS talked to and the options they had. You mentioned WAO. What happened with the WAO? Like, if you don't mind sharing, like, what did they give you a
I mean,
reason
I
for why they
asked
didn't want to, or they just said no? Like,
no, I asked Captain, and he just said his team wasn't, wanting to do that right now. That they just wanted to downscale and then recoup from there. And all respect to that. Do what you got to do, and that was it.
man,
I didn't
that
really put envelope from there.
yeah, yeah, and you also can't force it either. You know what I mean? Like, even if you could, like, find a way to kind of negotiate and like, address differences or whatever. But man, that would have been dope. That would have been really dope.
I mean, listen, we gotta
Yo, yo,
address.
yo, 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 yo.
Wango busy right now. What's up?
I need a R4 and TFS.
Okay, bye.
um, yeah,
I mean, look, it's
yeah,
something. It's something we gotta. It's gotta happen naturally, or at least be something that both parties want to do,
mm,
right? And in this situation, both parties, like us and 25, have come to the same conclusion, and both have seen benefits from adding each other, like having each other together. And this wasn't just like a spur of the moment decision. I've tried to bring 25 into our server before. You were there. And this is something we came to. We sat down, we talked everything through, like anything that we could think of. And we think that it's the best possible movement for both teams.
I'm sure the numbers aren't final, considering that we're in KVK right now, and each player is being evaluated every single day to see if they're going to be fit for the merge. But do you guys have general numbers of what you're kind of looking at?
We don't have an exact number of like a cutoff of like, hey, you need X amount of merits yet or not.
Hmm.
What I did tell everyone in town hall was that they need a minimum. This is just my side of a 15% merit to power ratio, right? So that's a bare minimum.
Mm-hmm.
And then from that point, we're going to be looking at deads taken if there's Bastion fights or not throughout the season.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, right now it's not looking like that, but if there are later in the season, we're going to be looking at dead counts. We're going to be picking pretty much the creme de la creme of the crop. Like there, there's no like friends in this. There's no like oh my God, you've been with me for so long, blah blah blah, like no hard feelings type shit, but for the better cause of the alliance and like for the betterment of everyone who's actually putting in the effort that they have to, we're only bringing like the best of the best with us,
I mean, I've
and
been.
that goes
Mhm.
to both sides. For us and 25, we've came to the conclusion that the players they cut and the players we cut are going to get cut, and we're only going to bring people who are dedicated and want to do this, because we don't want to just jump in power, go to kvk1 and not be ready again.
I mean, and that's the thing, which leads me back to what we were just talking about. Like, the thing about KVK1 and what makes it very difficult, it's like, brother, you can put together a great team. Let's just say, like, well, not even let's just say, when it happens, when 25IL and TFS merge and KVK1 happens, I mean, dude, there's a chance you guys go up against freaking YSS or WB, and who knows how that might go. And the fact of the matter is going to be, it was you created a great team, but maybe the other team still had a little bit more of an edge with higher spenders. I think that is like the nature of the beast with KVK1. And I think where like the long-term progress lies is what you mentioned when it comes to like players that are like sticking around and believe in the vision or whatever.
And that's why the people we're bringing, like, first off, TFS is already down to realistically the core of TFS,
Yeah,
right?
literally.
So
Mm-hmm.
the people
The
here
40 server 40 players.
the people here are already following us for a reason, right? They've seen the vision, they're sticking through it, they've stuck through a shit ton of bad times, and hopefully we bring them to like good times. You
Right.
know what I mean?
That'd be the Cinderella story.
25 has been, relatively the same. There's a lot of them who have been together for 2 years plus. And, our thought process is, because we have a following and we have these players who have stuck for so long through pretty much everything, that they'll continue to do so and make this merge as successful as it can be.
Yeah. What did one good need our fort for?
I,
They're taking the bastion down or what while we're mid podcast?
like, my boy, I'm up here. I don't even know what's going on right now. Okay. I went on a couple cavi runs during this podcast. I don't know anything else, bro.
Yeah, I got a bunch of like Kaz and infantry around me. And I mean, why not? Let's get real on the podcast. Let's get real on the podcast.
All right, get real. Okay.
And I kind of, so just kind of where you just so you understand kind of like where my mindset is at, for at least for me, when it comes with TFS. I think, for lack of better words, I'm just fucking tired of losing, bro. I'm tired. Like, this. Obviously, this. Being the biggest supporter of the stream, bro. Every time I sign on, I stream. I have all the intention to stream 12, 14 hours, and every season we just get dunked on, bro. It is not fun getting dunked on all the time. So for me, it's like, I want to have faith. And I'm not going to say, and like I even told you, like for me, I'm not even like official what I want to even do yet. I'm just giving everything, a good thought with everything. But it's like, dude, you already know mergers are a tough role, man. It could look great on paper, and then it's just back to zero.
It could. It 100% could, and I 100% agree with you. Is there a risk? 100%. But there's way more positive that come out that we have to gain from it than to lose. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're already in a position. What the fuck are we gonna do? We're gonna sit there and recruit for another couple fucking seasons? Okay, cool. We'll keep recruiting, and then same shit might happen, might not. But let's be real, with our track record, most likely is gonna keep going back. So like, we got way more to gain than we do to lose, right? Obviously, I'm only doing this, or only even considering this, because I think this is the best possible solution with where the game is currently at.
Mm-hmm.
If I didn't think it was a good option, I would have easily and
Yeah.
really fast said to go fuck yourselves,
Right.
right? So, I mean, I personally think this is the best possible solution of what could happen. And I personally think that this is, you know, a good thing for us and a lot more upside than there is downside to this.
Hmm. A crazy wager went across my mind just now. Should I share it?
Go
Should I
ahead.
not share it?
Share it. I'm a gambling man. You know that. You know.
Okay, I was thinking. You're the homie, you know. I think I'm willing to. I think I'm willing to entertain the idea of a nice little gamble. What if? What if? All right. What if I join the merger, but if we're dog shit, you scrap it and we just join whoever we think is the best team.
Alright, but if it ain't dog shit,
That's the
but if it
intro.
ain't dog
That's
shit,
the intro.
so-
That's the intro right there.
so,
What do you think about that? What do you think
hear
about
me,
that?
Hear me out. Ready? So we established you coming to merger, right? Cool. Boom. All right. Now the bet is if it's gonna succeed or fail, right?
Yeah.
That's the core of the bet, right? So if it fails, your winning is choosing best alliance. Jason G retires as R5. Boom, bop, beep. We out. Right?
Yep. Yeah, and we just fucking vibe out, dude. Screw all
Alright,
the leadership
now-
shit. Screw all of that. You could be a Pokemon master. Yeah.
Now, if it's successful, my winning, I know what I want. I know what I want.
Okay. I'm listening.
Yo, let me ask you a quick question. I want you to do something right now while you're sitting here on camera.
No.
Are you on camera right now for the video?
Yes.
All right. I
got a
want you to
cheese
take
from
one finger.
ear to ear, bro. Okay, go ahead.
I want you to take one finger, right?
I don't like where this is going.
I want you to take one finger. I want you to press it right against your eyebrow, bro. I want you to tell me how it's feeling. How's your eyebrow? Is it still there?
Oh my god. No.
Is it still there, bro?
Oh hell. Babe, you hear that?
Fuck.
Here's the wager. So if I join the merger, but if we're just not good, we're just getting beat, right? It's not looking good. Jason just retires and we all go fucking sing kumbayas and we're just a beast ass mercenary group, right? We're still the freak show mercenary group, right? But if we're good and we're looking solid, then I lose an eyebrow.
You're gonna take that deal?
Ooh,
I think that's fair, bro.
I mean,
I think that's fair.
I think that's fair. Man, oh
You
man.
ain't started
I
small
think-
until then.
I think
fall
that's
semester,
fair
it
as
looks like you
hell.
grow back.
Damn. What if I have a job interview, Jay? You know I'm looking for a job right now.
Listen. It is what it
What
is,
I
bro.
just tell him? I had an infection. I had to get rid of my eyebrow.
Listen. As a man, bro. As a man.
You ain't hiring someone
As
with a
a
missing
man.
eyebrow, bruh.
So you schedule interviews for 2 weeks after that, bro. You feel me? It goes
2
back
weeks.
fast.
2 weeks, like 3 months. Oh, what happened to my camera?
Nah, it's fine, bro. It's fine. Content creation going well, merch going well. You know, there's a lot going on. Speaking of shameless, very shameless content plug, Pokemon Master, Three Kingdoms Gaming. Follow the Instagram. Also, YouTube and TikTok coming soon.
Yeah. I'll put it in the description right here, guys. I got the sticker and everything. Right there. Damn.
I feel like that's a fire bet, bro.
That is a crazy bet. Oh,
I feel like
dude.
that's diabolically awesome, bro. Think about the content out of this.
What if you throw on purpose just to take the eyebrow?
Me throwing would mean I quit leadership and fucking go with you to a merc group.
Oh my god. Okay. Further into that question, what is the chances of you maintaining longevity in the game if you're not an R5 though? I think the chances increase of you quitting by a lot.
I don't think so, to be honest. I mean, it depends. It depends where we end up. If that hypothetic, if it happens, I'm gonna say this very clearly. Hypothetic, if it ever happens, it depends. A, who we go with. B, where we end up.
That's fair. That's very fair. Okay, let me ask you this. Based on what you've been seeing, and I'm not trying to, throw some bad juju or, manifest, a bad outcome or whatever. Let's just say, theoretically speaking, like, it didn't go hot. What teams are looking hot right now, or would you even consider joining right now? Probably just WAO, if I had to guess.
I don't know. Their season looks kind of boring to me, so probably not. But I could say definitely not YSS.
No, you don't want to join your boy Dark?
Fuck no.
Oh my god. Okay. All right. Not YSS, not WAO. WB?
Possible. I do like Elega a lot.
Elega's cool, man.
Elega's a good dude. There's many options that it opens up. Do we go to like a B seed and just like bully T3s at that point? Do we after KVK and weigh our options? There's a lot, bro. There's a lot that could go into it. That's a discussion we need to sit down properly. And that's if and only if I lose this bet, which I don't think I will. But if I do, I am a man of my word. And we sit down and we have a thorough discussion of options.
That's fucking crazy, though. Out of everything you could like put on the line, my man said, "I want that, bro, live."
Deadass, right on live, my boy, right on stream. I want the stream.
What does that even do? That does
entertainment,
nothing,
bro. Entertainment. That's what it does for me. I want the title of the stream. I want the title of the stream to be "Missing Eyebrow." Can someone help me find it?
Oh, I will say, I think that was the hardest I've ever heard anyone laugh when I lost the eyebrow on stream that day. You laughed for like 10 minutes straight without even breathing, bro. I didn't even know how that was possible.
That's pure entertainment, bro. That's really it. Just pure entertainment.
Oh my god, bro. Oh,
so Guns, tell your viewers, do we have a bet or what, my boy?
Oh man, yeah.
We've outlined the terms and conditions. We've went into a little deep thought. Now you tell us your decision. Are we placing this bet?
I think the chances of placing that bet are pretty high. I'm not gonna lie. I think those chances are really good.
Are they really good, or are we saying right now we shaking on it?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I'm ready to shake on it.
No, you're ready, bro. You've put me on the spot during this podcast so many times, from R5 shit to merge shit to Pokemon shit. I'm putting you on the spot right now, bro.
Oh, dude, I don't know if I can shake on it right now. No way.
I feel like you can. You're just holding yourself back from your true potential, bro.
Oh my god, bro. I'm literally like, that's got to be the craziest Call of Dragons bet ever made.
And it's going to happen right here in podcast episode 3.
Man, what do you think? What do you think of how does that bet sound?
That sounds like your entertainment video. Do it for the vibes.
All right. We're shaking on it.
We're shaking on it.
We're shaking on it. I mean, you put me on the spot. Let's do it. Let's do it.
That's it. Bet is locked. We're locked and loaded. Chat, you heard it here first.
Bet is
Podcast
locked.
episode 3. The eyebrow is at stake right now. Guns is confirmed joining the merger. All right.
Oh,
Guns is
my
joining the merger.
God.
Confirmed.
It's happening. Oh, this is crazy. This is crazy.
Diabolical.
Oh my God. What do I feel like I already lost my eyebrow?
Oh, you're so fucked. You're so fucked.
What do I
The
feel
shit
like
we have planned, you're so fucked.
Oh
Your
my
eyebrow is
God.
gone rip. Just fucking say RIP, have a little funeral, say your goodbyes, look in the mirror a little bit. You're fucked.
Oh my God. What if I just purposely throw though?
You could throw, but we're gonna have 150 other motherfuckers who won't.
That's fair. That's fair. Wow, dude. This definitely took a complete other turn than I thought this podcast was gonna go towards. Jesus Christ.
Listen, the shit that happens here, it happens, all right?
Oh my God. All right, well. I think that is a great way to end episode 3, Jay. What do you think?
I think
I
so
don't think
too.
there's
We wrap
anything
it up
else-
right
There's
there.
nothing else to talk about after that, dude. It's set,
Now
sealed.
we just gotta see the fruit of my labor.
Oh
next
my
season.
God. This
Stay
is
tuned.
ridiculous.
25 FS is about to come in hot, boy.
Oh,
Hot.
that's right. That's right. We didn't even cover the name. 25SS. 25SS?
25 FS. Oh my God, you're dyslexic.
Wait, FS.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
We brought both names, combined it, so there's a reminisce of TFS and there's a reminisce of 25. Boom, 25 FS.
Nice. I like it. Well, guys, that's going to wrap it up. We landed a crazy freaking deal just now. Like, what the hell? For episode 3 here. If you guys enjoyed the podcast, make sure you guys drop a like on the podcast. And of course, big shout out to Jason for joining the podcast. And I don't know what it is about Jason. Every time we get to conversations, we always end up agreeing on some crazy shit every time, bro. Jesus Christ. But if you guys are not sub to the channel and don't want to miss out on that journey, because everything's in stake. Everything's in stake. The eyebrow, potential crazy mercenary group, you name it, guys. Everything's on stake here. So make sure you guys sub, turn on that bell notification that you guys know when I go live or drop a new video. With that being said, guys, that's going to be it for episode 3 of the Gun Show podcast. Jason, thank you for coming, brother.
Got you, homie.
All right, guys, your boy Guns and Jay. We out, y'all. Hashtag save the brow.
It's gone. It's so gone.